the pollen, these things, they float around. Like whereas how do rows fertilize as opposed to like, or like.
So pretty much anything with pollen can be distributed by wind.
Okay.
But then you also have some that, pollen is not all the same size. Okay. Depending on if it comes from a tree, a weed, or grass, pollen is different sizes. Oh. Now, they're still very tiny. So, like, for example, a lot of people are allergic to ragweed, right? It's everywhere. Ragweed can be anywhere from 0.5 microns to 4.5 microns.
So, to put this in perspective, because part of it is it can cause asthma. How big are your lungs? I mean, when you look into it.
Okay, so anything smaller than 10 microns can go into the lungs. Okay. Anything larger than 10 microns will not go into the lungs, but it gets stuck in your nose and throat. Okay. Now the problem comes to anything smaller than 2.5 microns can go deep in the lungs.
So I had a question because I've read that when pollen gets wet, it like releases its stuff. Is that true? And then does that make it easier to go into your lungs?
Yes. So when pollen gets wet, the water weighs it down. So therefore, that outer layer we talked about. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot for it to rupture, but when it takes on so much water, it kind of swells and bursts. So then it's going to release all of its contents.
Okay, and that's going to go inside the lungs, which is particularly a wet area, if you will. Interesting.